Hello, reacting video. Today we're gonna take a look at what happened with the Pokemon Presents for Pokemon Go. There is some new stuff announced there, as well as new Pokemon as well that's most likely coming at the end of the next month based on some leaks. But we're also going to have the Pokemon Go Plus, which going to be able to spin the Pokestops, going to be also able to auto catch. I actually don't know if it's auto catch, it can catch it. You might still have to go ahead and press a button for that. I'm not completely sure about this with the wording, but you can here choose between those Pokeballs as well, which is going to be interesting. So you can use also like the Ultra, the Great Ball, or whatever, to catch Pokemon with a Go Plus, which is going to be an interesting feature. If this feature is available, most likely other non-legal parts, for example like Gotcha or whatever, going to also be able to use that feature eventually. Don't think it's going to be directly part of that if it's already in the code, like other devices can also basically mimic that, so don't think it's going to stay for too long. But an interesting one as well is you're going to be able, as you can see as well, that there are going to be new functionalities as well with your sleep data, which are going to affect Pokemon Go eventually. But also you were able to get a special research with it as well. And yeah, it's going to be available from July 14th, 2023, and we're going to get the special research as well if you buy it there already with the yeah, Nightcap Snorlax. Amazing, isn't it? I was going to try to get this one as well then when it comes out, but going to be an interesting one with that Nightcap Snorlax, nothing too crazy. But there's another announcement for Pokemon Go, of course. They're going to be in general connectivity now between Pokemon Go as well as the Switch game Scarlet and Violet, where you can basically transfer over the postcards here, which you also found in the code before already, some hints towards it. This will allow you to get a special item, which you're going to take a look at afterwards as well, that's going to allow you to get a new Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And here we see like some nice animation. You can get like different kind of patterns there, but yeah, here we're going to see that you can get a Gimmighoul then in the wild. You have to get 999 of the coins to evolve one. We're going to take a look how good this Pokemon is a little bit later as well. But those 999 coins most likely going to be a little bit tricky to get, but yeah, it's coming here. Support for Pokemon Home doesn't really matter, it comes to 2023 for the other game. But let's take a look at what we found in the code. We found the Sparkly Incense, and I think this is going to be exactly what you can get with those postcards. So if you own the game already, you will be able to use a Sparkly Incense then every day, as far as I know, to collect some coins, as well as I think catch some Gimmighouls. I think you need both of them. Then we have a Sparkly Lure, which is going to be available most likely in the shop. Most likely a premium item as well, which will also very likely lure yourself some Gimmighoul for those people who are not able to get the Sparkly Instance because they don't own a Switch or whatever. But you have to pay for it then, I guess. But also you're going to be able to, as far as the code says, get the Pokestop where it's on there, going to be then a golden one, which you saw already after one community day before, where like every stop went golden, gave you more items and whatever, which is kind of cool. But yeah, here it's called in the code the coin bag, which you can have, which allows you to get those coins. You need up to 999 to evolve a Gimmighoul into a Gholdengo. Is Gholdengo any good? This is the question, of course. Yeah, those Gimmighoul coins now as well. Is it any good? We have to take a look at this right now. It depends. It depends. This is currently like the moveset that could be possibly coming into the game. This the stats for the Great League. This is not on PvPoke yet. Like, don't try it out on yourself. This is because I have my own version of it. But yeah, this is the current moveset which it could learn. Here are some other moves as well. Would also learn Iron Head, but Heavy Slam and Iron Head are exactly the same moves. I just put both of them in. There's not like crazy coverage, and the best fast move is Hex currently. This is the thing. I really hope that either Hex or Astonish gonna get a buff for the next season, which would make this Pokemon definitely even better, which I hope going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, like it depends on what Niantic does. I don't have any news for the new season. They're most likely coming out tomorrow or later on today. I hope later on today, of course, but I don't know about this yet. But yeah, this is going to be it for the fast moves. Hex is going to be by far the best one. You see the stats, 1600 is not really good overall stat product. But let's take a look at what this can do for the Great League. as we're going to see here, it's going to be a pretty mediocre one. The thing is with Gholdengo, the typing itself is amazing. Like, the typing itself is such a strong typing ghost, and the steel typing gives you a really good defensive typing, as they're also going to be able to destroy fighting types as a steel type, which is amazing. And if this would get better fast moves as well, I think it would be even decent. Like, let's take a look at Shadow Claw. It doesn't learn Shadow Claw in the main series game, so it will never get this. But just for the comparisons reason, let's take a look on this. What this can do here, it would be way, way better, of course. But I think actually it would have still some potential there as like a very attack-weighted sweeper for the Great League, but other leagues are going to be the better fit for this. Here, for the Ultra League, we're only going to put them at level 26.5. This is a very low level, very low level for the Ultra League. Usually you want to be around level 50, of course. And as you see as well, very attack-weighted stats there, same stuff here. We're going to see that it's going to be a little bit better being able to wall completely Cresselia. Like, Cresselia has nothing to do against you. Rearzian the same, you have nothing that, like, from Rearzian that hits you hard. Same with Buzzwole, you completely resist all those Pokemon. Also, Cobalion has nothing that hits you hard. So, like, all those Pokemon get completely walled by you, but the rest doesn't. And, like, for the rest, like, it's still going to be a difficult one. We have, like, Eggerslash as well, which is still not in the code, which would be way better for those scenarios as well, which has the same typing, but like Gholdengo right now seems to be pretty decent, at least in terms of the typing, but not really from the stats and the charge moves and fast moves. But now we're going to go into the Master League, and this is the interesting one. You get to nearly 4000 CP. This is a pretty decent Pokemon with that. 4000 CP is very, very good for the Master League. That's around the same as, for example, a MEweedle would get, which also most likely going to get a new charge move, which I also made a video about on my channel already. But here we're going to see that Hex, for example, is still going to be pretty okay. Shadow Ball, Psyshock against, like, here, Heavy Slam on the second one. We're going to see here that you're actually going to have a very decent matchup against a lot of Pokemon. Lugia, for example, you completely hardwall in terms of the defensive typing, but also you do super effective damage with the offensive typing. Dragonite, you completely wall. This is a cool thing, like, Dragonite usually now has super power to destroy those steel types, but against a Gholdengo, which is part ghost type, that doesn't really help you. Giratina you would actually still be able to beat, which I find interesting. I think nowadays also not really. But Zacian, you actually kind of wall. You actually completely wall other than Wild Charge. Wild Charge would be still neutral, but other than this, usually they run Quick Attack, Close Combat, and Play Rough. All of them would be resisted. So yeah, have like really good core breaker here. Also, Metagross is a very common Pokemon nowadays because it's the best answer for Zacian. So this Pokemon has a lot of potential even with this moveset. I still hope that especially Astonish would be cool if this would get changed, because let's take a look real quick on how good Astonish or in general Ghost type fast moves are. We see here Hex and Astonish. Astonish actually generates more energy than I thought, but yeah, both energy as well as damage per turn is lower than Hex, and Hex is not the best either. Compared to Shadow Claw, Shadow Claw just does more damage and also is a 2-turn fast move, which is way better than a 3-turn fast move. So I hope that at least Hex get like maybe an update in terms of the damage it puts out, so it might be an equal Shadow Claw. It still would be worse than Shadow Claw because of the 3-turn move, but this is all we can hope for right now. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Are you excited for the Gholdengo? Are you going to get the Pokemon Sleep stuff and the Pokemon Go Plus? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, that's going to be it. Let's take a look at this beautiful meme, and we're going to see you in the next video. Bye!